In this video, I am going to talk about Disable Everything plugin. It has 6000 plus active installations as of now. Hi, my name is Pankaj Solanki and I am a WordPress developer from Creative Pro team. Let's install the plugin. Let's activate it. Here is how you can access the settings. You can directly select all the options and save the settings here. It's showing me that it is saving me these requests and file size. So let's see in detail what this plugin does. So this is my PHP version and this is my SQL version. Very helpful things. We will talk about pro settings later. For now, let's start with the free settings. So user enumeration, we have already talked about this in another video. You can find it in our channel. So what user enumeration means is anyone can use this string author equals to 1 to find the admin user. So this plugin has disabled this feature. Very useful. Author archives, so you can check all users and you can view the author archive page here. So this plugin has disabled this. Very useful in those cases where you don't have any post. Okay, this feature capitalizes the P in the WordPress like this. So not much useful for our case. Next is screen options and help. You will note that there are some help sections here. If I go to dashboard, you can find them here. So this plugin has disabled all of those. I can show you here. Now if I refresh this page, you will see the screen options and help. So it is disabled using this setting. Then howdy in admin bar. In your profile you see howdy Pankaj or something like that, so it has disabled this. Next is navigation item in admin bar. Here you see WordPress logo, view site, new content, comment, update, dashboard appearance, things like that. I can disable it and show you this. So this is what is disabled. Let's enable it again. Then clean dashboard. This is clean dashboard. It has removed all the widgets from here. Then emojis. Emoji feature is not much useful anyways, so it has disabled it here. Then embed objects. Objects means you can directly embed YouTube videos, Vimeo videos, things like that. So it has disabled that support. When it is disabled, you will have to use iframe manually. When it is enabled, you can directly use a YouTube link and it will convert into an iframe. Dash icon, again you can see these icons in dashboard, but they are not useful in the front end, okay, when not logged in. So very useful. Then heartbeat. You need heartbeat when you are editing posts, but not needed for front-end users. XML, RPC and pingback should be disabled anyways. Then there is a generator tag. Generator tag is a WordPress version number tag that comes up in front end. Very useful to disable it. Then this is WLW manifest, Windows Live Writer. Not needed because it was discontinued in January 2017. Next is really simple discovery. This is a protocol that WordPress introduced but never became a popular. So you can disable it here. Next is short link. Short link is a link that can be shared easily on social media. Not very useful because search engines ignore those links. RSS feed also was discontinued in 2016-17 because people did not want to use these. Google also discontinued their service FeedBurner and all. So this is not very useful. You can disable it here. And if you have RSS feed enabled, you might be getting indexing errors in Google Search Console. So disable it. REST API is also not needed in 99% of the websites. So you can disable it here. Block library. If you are using classic editor, you don't need block editor library. So very useful feature. Application password is also something that is used for API, but you can disable it, not needed. Core privacy tools are also not needed. Site health, very useful in some cases, but if you have everything good in site health, then you can disable it here. Then next is adjacent posts. So you might be seeing next and previous post link in the header in some themes. This can be disabled here. In most WordPress websites, you see version number in the CSS and JavaScript files. Let me show you. Now if I open the site and see the codes, you will note that there is a version equals to 6.4.3 everywhere. So this means WordPress version is 6.4.3. I can easily disable it from here. These query strings are not needed. Now if I refresh it again, you will note that the version number is gone. Very useful feature. Okay, next is PDF thumbnails. You might have noticed that when you upload a PDF file in the media library, it creates a thumbnail. Not needed because you are using PDF directly. So this feature can be disabled. Next is empty trash. Posts are kept for 30 days. So this option changes it to 1 week. You can enable or disable this based on your requirements. Next is plugin and theme editor. You might have noticed that in appearance you get a theme editor and in plugins you get a plugin editor. So this feature has been disabled. I can disable it and show you here. Note now, theme file editor, plugin file editor, and when I enable this feature, this will be gone. See again now. Very useful because you can directly edit theme and plugin files from your cPanel. Next is OEmbed. Again same thing. You can use YouTube link and convert it directly into iframes. So if you disable this, iframes will have to be added manually. So useful feature. So you can disable it. And next one is remote block patterns. It is a safety feature that you can disable to not allow the remote assets to load on your site. Okay, let's save it. Let's now come to the pro features. You can totally disable comments from all posts and pages from your website. Very useful feature. You can totally disable all the updates, WordPress core updates, plugin updates and theme updates from this single button. You can also stop the email notifications coming from theme and plugins to update them. Okay, you can disable all the post revisions. You can disable search in the front end. You can also remove logo and favicon of WordPress when you log in. You might have noticed that when you log out, there is this WordPress icon and link. You can remove this. So WP logo and favicon can be removed from here. Then there is this admin email verification prompt. You might have noticed this when you log in WordPress, it asks that verify that this is your admin email. You can disable this from here. WordPress also introduced their own image lazy loading. You can disable it from here because if you use a plugin like WP Rocket, it already has those features. Then if you are using Yoast SEO plugin, it comes with a lot of bloat. You can disable all those bloat from here. If you use WooCommerce also comes up with a lot of bloat. You can disable it from here. Then you can also disable all the right clicking on your website. Admin footer also gets some version number and things like this. It can be disabled from here. Okay, and if you are using Elementor plugin, which I am, then Elementor also comes up with a lot of bloat. You can disable all those features from here. It is also mentioning which features will be disabled. Very useful. If you are using Jetpack plugin, which most WooCommerce websites are, then you can also disable Jetpack promotions and all those notifications from here. If you are using Contact Form 7, I am using WP Forms. In those cases, Contact Form 7 bloat can be removed from here. If you are using Auto-Optimize and WP Total Cache, these two plugins can be used to speed up your website. In those cases, some features from those two plugins can be disabled. So this is how you use Disable Everything plugin. Now that the tutorial is over, I have a free bonus for you. You can submit your website here and get our 75-point full website audit report. Our developers create this report manually. We check your website for speed, security, SEO, conversion, coding and design related issues. Once found, you can fix those issues to improve your SEO, build trust, get more traffic and convert them into paying customers. Thank you and I'll see you in my next video.